right, so I've got my olive oil heating up in my skillet, and we're going to do the tomato sauce first. And boy, does it have a lot of ingredients. And we're going to saute our onions, and I just want a few. Don't want to overwhelm you with some onions. So they're turning brown. Now we're going to put our crushed tomatoes. I absolutely love crushed tomatoes. Love them, love them, love them. And I just got like a 15-ounce can. Of course, I make way too much. And then I've got tomato sauce. And I'm going to use about a half a can on that. You can always add, but you can't take away. And then we have got all these spices. I want this flavor to be very, very rich. So I've got tomato paste. One of my favorite things to cook with is this tomato paste when I'm doing any type of Italian dish or any a red sauce. Just got to have that tomato paste. It really enhances the flavor. We've got some red wine vinegar we're going to put in here. And I'll just add, I'm just doing this for taste, a tablespoon Worcestershire. And I've got some smoked paprika. And I've got some of my garlic, some minced garlic. Oh, this is going to be so good. I love all of these flavors married together. Sauteed slowly. Yeah. Okay, I've got some salt and pepper. Don't want to forget my salt and pepper. Perfect. And then we have got to put some brown sugar in here. You got a lot of acid in here, and we need something to counter that. And then we're going to put some Italian herbs in here. All right, so let's jump over here to our hamburger, our stuffed cabbage. I'm just going to do a pinch of ground sugar. And we're going to do an egg just to bind it all together. And I'm going to get some fresh parsley here. All right, and I'm going to try to get this all mixed in together. I'm trying to use one hand, keep one hand clean. So the last ingredient that's going to go in here is my cooked rice. And I got a long grain rice. I just think it has a lot more flavor than just a white rice. Always made too much. Okay, so I've got my cabbage out because I wanted it to cool off a little bit. We're going to turn this off. Oh man, can't wait to eat some of these. It's been a while, man. I think it's intimidating to roll the cabbage, and we'll see here in a minute if I can why it's intimidating. All right, so I've took all the leaves off that I can. This is what's so intimidating, I think, about this dish. You just like, oh, I think it's hard to do, especially for you. Oh, but look, it's perfect. Just roll that up in there. Oh, I did it. How neat. How pretty. Oh, and I love cabbage too. And voila. Whew. I was a little nervous there because I was scared my cabbage would fall apart in little pieces. And that's probably why I made that soup that time, cabbage roll soup, instead of cabbage rolls. But they turned out beautiful. So now we're going to cover these with this beautiful, delicious sauce. I mean, you know, it's the richness of all the spices and the herbs and stuff, but to me, it's just that tomato paste just brings that richness, that redness out. So, I don't know. I'm no chef or anything, but I can taste the difference when I use it. All right, it's going to cook for about 70 to 90 minutes, so that gives us plenty of time. Probably gives me the amount of time I need to fix those darn cookies for you. But let's get her in the oven. Oh, cabbage roll success. You'll see why. When I get finished with this recipe, you'll see why I did this today with all these gorgeous tomatoes. You know, everybody's trying to get rid of all that extra stuff that's growing in their garden. And I'm like, bring it on. Bring it on. This person didn't have a garden this year, but I've got cucumbers, red onions. So we're going to get started on this. We're going to take a break. I'm going to kind of clean up a little bit, bring all this out. Oh, it's going to be so, so good. Come on back. Let's slice these tomatoes.